Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. A reported homicide is being investigated by Scranton Police. According to the Scranton Police Department, first responders were called to the 1700 block of Pittston Avenue around 2 a.m. on Monday for a reported shooting. Upon arrival, police say they discovered 35-year-old Walter Shagon Reyes, who was suffering from gunshot-related injuries. 24-year-old suspect Carlos Rivera was also discovered at the scene and taken into custody. Reyes was transported to Geisinger CMC Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The Lackawanna County coroner has ruled Reyes' death a homicide. Scranton police say the shooting was the result of a family dispute and is still under investigation. Rivera is awaiting arraignment and is being charged with first and third-degree murder, 4 counts of recklessly endangering another person, and aggravated assault. This is a developing story. Stay tuned on WYLN for the latest. A man was arrested by Hazleton police on Monday after officers say he drove his dirt bike the wrong way down multiple streets at a high rate of speed. According to police, the blue dirt bike was first seen on Locust Street, but when officers attempted to stop the bike, the operator fled the wrong way onto 5th Street and Alter Street, almost striking several vehicles. Later that evening, officers received a report of a male being robbed in the woods of his dirt bike. Through an investigation, officers determined that the reportedly stolen dirt bike was the same bike involved in the prior incident. According to officers, the owner of the bike, Ludi Costa Descent, also gave inconsistent statements to investigators and was determined to have been the operator of the bike earlier in the day. Costa Descent has been taken into custody and faces charges of felony fleeing and eluding, misdemeanor flight to avoid apprehension, and misdemeanor false reports to law enforcement in connection with the incident. Wilkes-Barre Township Police are searching for a suspicious individual. According to police, a man was seen Monday morning around 12 a.m. on South Walnut Street, placing various tools in the middle of the road. The suspect then picked them up after he entered a vehicle. Several tools were reportedly stolen that night, including tools from a truck on Church Street. Police are asking anyone with security cameras in the area to check their footage from April 29th between 12 and 12:30 a.m. Any related photos or videos can be sent to the email shown on screen. Coming up on WYLN News, flare tests are conducted in Hazel Township. Plus, the Pennsylvania Department of Health provides some tips for avoiding tick bites. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Eddie, and tomorrow's going to be rainy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue is advising Hazleton residents that flare tests will be conducted at 120 Maplewood Drive this week. According to officials, the test will continue through Thursday, May 2nd. Personnel will be on scene to ensure the safety of the public, along with fire watch and suppression equipment. A man has been charged with retail theft in Wilkes-Barre Township. According to the Wilkes-Barre Township Police Department, officers arrested 31-year-old Danny Lee Darling at Wegmans on April 23rd around 4:30 p.m. Police say Darling was stopped after attempting to steal over $730 worth of items from the store. Several women were seen with Darling during the theft before fleeing from the scene on foot. Officers then found Darling in the neighboring plaza after he tried to alter his appearance. Darling has been charged with retail theft in connection with the incident. With summer right around the corner, the Pennsylvania Department of Health is reminding residents to be wary of ticks. To help prevent tick bites, experts recommend using FDA-approved insect repellent and avoiding wooded, brushy areas with high grass and leaf litter. It is also recommended to check your body, clothing, and pets for ticks after going outdoors, and to shower after spending time outside. Coming up on Weatherly's News Choice, Chris Fulmer takes us down the path through history with Lee Heighton Part 4. Plus, we learn about gun licenses on this week's Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
When you need surgery, excellence and experience matter. So does staying close to home. At Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, you get it all. As part of Lehigh Valley Health Network's Institute for Surgical Excellence, we have the most experienced surgeons and advanced technology, including robotic-assisted surgery. For you, this means getting back to normal life. Whether it's general or orthopedic surgery, you have a local surgery partner you can trust, a partner committed to excellence. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your health deserves a partner.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide. 1-800-215-3680.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
With the outbreak of World War II, many of Lehighton's sons volunteered for service against the forces of fascism. One of these volunteers was Clarence Smoyer. Originally born in Perryville in 1923, Smoyer would join the 32nd Regiment of the 3rd Armored Division, where he served as a gunner on the M26 Pershing tank, dubbed the Eagle 7 by its crew. The team would have its moment on March 6, 1945, when it entered the city of Cologne, which had earned the reputation of being Hitler's fortress city during the Allies' final push into Germany. "Gentlemen, I give you Cologne. Let's knock the hell out of it," the unit's commander declared before the battle. And with memories of the comrades that had been killed in combat across Europe on their minds after they entered Germany, Smoyer and his brothers in arms were prepared to do just that. Once inside the city, the Eagle 7 would meet up with a dreaded German Panther tank in front of the Cologne Cathedral. Known as the Monster, the Panther had guns powerful enough to send a shell through multiple opposing tanks. This one had harassed any American troops it saw, but Smoyer's crew decided to take it on. They drove close enough to the Panther to be muzzle to muzzle with it, and in a 45-second encounter that was memorably caught on film, Smoyer fired 3 shots into the Panther that left it in flames. He would gain the title Hero of Cologne for his actions in destroying the powerful enemy tank. Before the encounter with the Panther, however, he had also fired at what he thought was a German army staff car driving through the battle zone into his tank's path. In the heat of combat, he thought he might have hit a woman in the car fatally, but dismissed it, if so, as likely a secretary or mistress of a German general. Decades later, after a civilian career that included a 40-year tenure with Wyln in Bethlehem, Smoyer finally got around to watching the footage of the Battle of the Cathedral. What he saw horrified him to the core. It had been a woman in the car, subsequently identified as Katharina Esser, and she was in fact merely a civilian that had been trying to flee the battle in the city. His possible culpability in her death would continue to haunt Smoyer for several decades afterwards. In 2013, Smoyer, hoping to find some peace of mind, reached out to Gustav Schaefer, who had been a gunner in another Panther tank in Cologne during the battle. The two were able to bury the wounds of war in the encounter, with Schaefer admitting he too had fired into Esser's car when he had also seen it. The two would remain friends afterwards. A few years after that, Clarence Smoyer would become the subject of the best-selling book Spearhead. In his last years, he would receive the Bronze Star for his wartime service. He died in 2022 at age 99. Lehighton's veterans would see the drive-in wave that was sweeping the nation in the late 40s reach their area after they returned from the war. The Mahoning Drive-In was built in 1948 and opened in 1949, featuring a 120-foot screen. While many drive-ins have come and gone over the intervening decades, the Mahoning has proved itself to be a survivor. And to those who visit it, a trip back to the past, one of the few surviving drive-ins to play movies off its original projectors on 35mm film.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, tune in. I promised you in the past we would tell you more about our laser. The laser can do things that chiropractic and medicine cannot, so tune in this week.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm here to talk to you about firearms. The first thing about a firearm is if you want a license to carry a concealed weapon, you would have to be 18 years old and go to the county courthouse in the county where you reside. You have to fill out paperwork through the sheriff's department. They will do a background investigation on you to make sure that you are not a convicted felon. As long as you are good to go, you'll be able to get that license to carry a concealed weapon. You'll then be able to go and purchase your own firearm. Now, owning a firearm has a lot of responsibility. You are responsible for that firearm, meaning you cannot just leave it out in your car, leave it lying around the house. You have to take care of it because somebody can take it out of your car. Now that weapon is registered to you and it could be out there on the streets used to commit crimes. So please be a responsible owner. Keep it out of sight, keep it locked up. So if it's in your vehicle, nobody can see it from looking in from the outside. Also, at home, if you are not using it, keep it out of sight. Don't leave it lying around on tables. Unfortunately, people do this. And now the firearm is there for somebody to come in, or if there's kids that come to the house, they may think it's a toy. So please treat it very, very safely. Also, when handling a firearm, always treat a firearm as if it was loaded. Assume that if you pick up a firearm, it is loaded until you safely unload the firearm. Also, never put your finger on the trigger unless you're going to use that trigger. These are some ways that you can stay safe around firearms. I know a lot of people are a little nervous when it comes to them, but proper handling of them, taking care of them, and placement of weapons can make for a very safe scenario. So please be cautious around firearms. Please use good common sense and be safe out there. I'll see you next time here on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.